So earlier, before the doors opened, standing outside, and I noticed there are a lot of good-looking people out there. And it made me really nervous. It doesn't look like any of them came in. That was that percent of the tone. My girlfriend and I were walking downtown along the waterfront, and she pointed out at the water and said, "Look at the ferries." I said, "I think they prefer to be called boats that go both ways." I got a letter last week from a charity. It had a picture of a little boy inside and a nickel, and it asked, "How could 5 cents change this child's life?" I thought, well, he could choke on that nickel and die. Now I can see some of you don't like dead children and jokes. But don't worry, I made sure he was an orphan. That way no one would care. I like to use orphans in my dead children jokes because it gives them a purpose. Makes them useful. My girlfriend begged me to take her skiing. She'd never been before, and for some reason she thought it would be a good idea if I taught her how. So I reluctantly agreed, but soon after we got on the mountain, she found out I was a real shitty teacher. But over time, I was able to show her how to turn, and how to stop her wheelchair. I'm just kidding, I didn't stick around for that part. Don't take her side. I'm the one who had to single-handedly throw all her shit in the street. I have a neighbor. You know this guy. I have a neighbor, he doesn't take care of his yard at all. The grass is overgrown, the weeds are out of control. And the other morning I asked him, "Are those dandelions ornamental?" And he got mad and said, "I think you mean Asian." When I was younger, I used to do drugs. And looking back on some of the things I've done, I'm pretty ashamed.
No, don't be.
One time my mom was giving me a ride to work, and we ran through a red light because I was late. We got pulled over by the cops, and I hid some drugs under her seat because I was paranoid the cops would search me and find it on me. And I always felt bad for doing something so stupid, for putting her at risk like that. So I've always wanted to tell her what I had done and come clean, but I can't find the courage to visit her in prison. Having roommates can be tricky. Wait, it gets better. Sometimes they have sex. And sometimes more than two. One time, my roommates wanted me to take part in a menage a trois. And it was a devil's threesome, which meant one was a man and one was a woman. Which wouldn't have been that bad if I wasn't still living with my parents. Soaking in. Growing up Catholic, made me very confused and ashamed about masturbation. So I had to find a way around that. So what I would do is turn my hand around and act like someone was pulling. That way, I could direct the shame and anger at them rather than at myself. It was like my own glory loophole. There's a little boy who used to live next door to me. There we go. Real cute. He used to always come over when I was working in the yard, ask if I could play, or if he could help. And one day he came over and he yelled out, "I want you to spend the night tonight." I was like, "Hey, that's inappropriate." And I had to explain to him that if someone had heard that, we could get caught. Don't worry. The child being abused in that joke was an orphan. So, thank you.